welcome all of you to PNP Cyrus Pudavana English Medium School, Nagaon, Alibag. So let's start once again our online lecture. We have completed one lesson. Today we are going to practice some of the question answers based on that lesson. First, we need to complete simple past tense. We need to understand what is simple past tense. Then only we can proceed further. So let's start to understand what is called as simple past tense. Similar activity has been given new book grammar guide. Okay, you can see here how to use the simple past tense. Like for an example, here they have mentioned yesterday morning grandmother suggested that I make a pin cushion for father's birthday next week. Okay, so yesterday morning means this shows the action has been completed, and some of the action is still going on, it remained. Okay, this is present, and after present which yet to come is called as future tense. Okay, the completed action is past action which is going on in present, the action yet to come or yet which is not arrived or not happened, which is future tense. Okay, so the action of giving suggestion started and finished at a point in the past, yesterday morning, correct? So if you know when something happened, you can use simple past tense. If there are words like when, ago, last and before in a sentence, use the simple past tense. What you need to remember, whenever there are words like when, ago, last and before in a sentence, use simple past tense. Okay, so what is the formula of simple past tense? Would you like to know the formula of simple past tense? It's simply, the formula of simple past tense is subject. Okay, one verb is there which is verb second form, and an object will be there. Okay, for an example we will take I baked. Here we'll take one example. I baked what? I baked a cake. I baked a cake. Okay, so here I is a subject, baked is verb second form, a cake is an object. So this is the simple formula of past tense or a simple past tense, correct? So let's take once again what is simple past tense is all about. When things are finished and we have to just express them, at that time we have to use simple past tense, correct? Let's, like here they have given one example. She has written several letters to me this year. She has written. This is an example of present perfect tense. Why this is an example of present perfect tense? As you can see here, subject is there. Okay, in present perfect tense, first we should have subject, after that we should have has or have. Okay, after that we should have v3 verbs third form. Okay, and at the last there would be an object. So subject has plus has or have plus verb 3 or object. You can see here subject is she, this has and have is there, has is there, v3 written is there. Okay, several letters to me this year. So this is an example of present perfect tense, correct? And we want simple past tense. Here they have given example like she is living in Delhi for 3 years. We have to show that still that lady lives in Delhi. Okay, so the perfect way or the correct way or grammatically correct way is she has lived in Delhi for years means still she is living in Delhi. That's why here we can use present perfect tense. Okay, so this is all about present perfect. Once again, let's check one more type. Okay, present perfect. So here they have given one example like past, which is over, present, which is going on, this is all present, and future, yet to come. Correct. So here, if you don't know when exactly something started in the past, you can usually use the present perfect tense. If time phrases are given using words like since and for in a sentence, then we use the present perfect tense. Whenever we use since or for, we use present perfect tense. Like you can see here, for is there. Okay, and here we have in this house since. So here what we have used, she has been in Chandigarh for a week, which is still there. They have already eaten their food, means they have completed eating their food. It's complete, correct. And next is she has lived in this house since 2001, means she is living here from 2001. Okay, had she ever danced with you, has she ever danced with you? Okay, so these are the sentences or the example of present perfect tense. Okay, like you can see here, complete the table one has been done for you. Now just have a look. Work, work, work. This is a V1, verbs first form. This is V2, verbs second form. This is V3, okay, verbs third form or known as present perfect tense. Okay, so here we can see work, worked, work. Now here they have given came. The first form is simply work. It is come. Okay, and once again here came, come, come. The third form which we use for making present perfect tense. Correct. Like that only live, lived, lived. Here wrote. Okay, like this lived. The same form is here, lived, lived. Okay, here write, you can write here, write. Once again here wrote, and last is written. Correct. So here go, went, and gone. Here do you know it, ate, which is ate, and last is eaten, last is eaten. Okay, here read, read, and read once again. Okay, so for us these forms are important because we are going to practice some of the sentences. Simple past form. Okay, this is simple past form. Now just see, use the most appropriate verb form from the table in question 1 to fill in the blanks. Okay, so now you can just see here in the first table we have used some of the words. The queen dashed this letter 200 years ago. The queen, okay, the queen wrote this letter 200 years ago. The queen has written this letter 200 years ago. So the correct answer is the queen has written this letter 200 years ago. So like that only students, you have to complete all these remaining sentences. You're supposed to write the correct answers. Correct. In case if you are not getting any answer, you can let me know by calling, or you can WhatsApp me. You can WhatsApp me. Okay, next one, fill in the blanks with the simple past tense. What you have to do, fill in the blanks with the simple past or present perfect form of the verbs in the brackets. So here you can see the grandmother dash about the little girl's feelings for a long time. Okay, the grandmother knew, KNEW. We have to write simple past here. The grandmother knew about the little girl's feeling for a long time. Okay, or you can hear the grandmother has known about the little girl's feeling for a long time. He dashed home 9 minutes before you came. So here you have to write answers. Already we have discussed the simple past and present perfect. So you are going to write all these answers and you are going to send it to me. Next, rewrite the sentences changing the underlined verbs from simple past into present perfect. From simple past you are supposed to change them into present perfect. She lost her handbag. So simply she, like this here, okay, lost her handbag. So what we have to do, since she is there, we have to use she has lost. Third form is same, hence we'll write this, and remaining sentence this is she lost her handbag. Correct? So like that you have to write present perfect. Okay, so here also instead went you have to use present perfect as well, and you have to make it's a present perfect sentence. Like these are the sentences which you are supposed to perfect. Now next question is, rewrite the sentences changing the underlined verbs from present perfect into simple past. Now we have to do vice versa. Last time what we had done, from simple past we had changed it to present perfect. Now from present perfect we have to change it to simple past tense. Correct? We have to change it to simple past tense. Look at the sentence, you have never owned this dress. Okay, so simply the answer will be what? Here we have to omit this. We don't want present perfect, we want the second one, we want this one. Okay, we want second one, like this we want, simple past we want. Okay, so simply here, what, you never own this dress. Okay, we have to keep past tense only. Where? Own. Next example is, the man had changed 35 houses. So what we have to do, we have to just omit this has. The man changed 35 houses. Correct answer, are you getting? We want verbs second form, since we have to make present perfect into a simple past tense. Are you getting? It's very simple. Like you can see here, she hasn't spoken to her sister. She hasn't spoken. So instead this has not, this will remain same. So here spoke. So simply it will be, we want simple past tense. So she did not speak. She did not speak to her sister. This is the answer. She did not speak to her sister. Correct? Next, which is, I have paid the bill. So simply I paid the bill. I paid the bill. We have to omit this have. Last one, they have moved to another part of the city. They have moved. Simply they moved to another part of the city. Move, moved. Second form is moved. Only D will be added and will get moved. Correct? So this is what you have to do. Now here, can you see the picture? The picture, what you have to do, there are before and now activities. So we have to think about now. And what we have to do, we have to just look at these verbs they have provided, and we have to use them, and we have to frame a sentence. So here we'll go with A. What the girl is doing? She is reading a book. She is reading. Okay, she is reading a book. You can write like that. Okay, you have to mention these remaining two. Okay, you have to write the correct answers. Next, tick the correct sentences, cross out the incorrect ones. What you have to do, you have to tick the correct sentences and cross out the incorrect ones. She has visited Kerala when she was a child. She has visited. No, she had visited. Okay. Second, the girl has read a lot of books this week. The girl has read. So it's correct. Where incorrect is there, you can just mark like a incorrect. Like this, you have to just mark. Okay. Next, question number 8. Identify the errors and rewrite the sentence correctly. You have to identify some of the errors are there. You have to identify them. So you have to identify them. She has spoken on this topic when she was 18. She has spoken on this topic when she was 18. Is it correct? Have your brother brought his book? I lived in the house since I was 2 years. Just find out the error. She has spoken on this topic. She spoke on this topic when she was 18. Okay, she spoke on this topic when she was 18. Okay, she has not spoken. She spoke. So like that you have necessary changes. Number 9. What details should be included in each of the following parts of an informal letter? In informal letter, you have to write what details. Heading means you have to mention whom you are writing letter. Okay, that is going to be your heading. Salutation, dear father, dear mother. So that is salutation part. First paragraph of the main body, you have to just ask that person how he is, what is going on, and all that basic things. Second, you have to write in detail. Correct, you have to write all the things in detail in your notebook. Second paragraph of the main body, in second paragraph of the main body, what you have to do, you have to write your letter in detail about the topic you have chosen, or about the particular issues you have written the letter. You have to write it in detail. Third paragraph of the main body, wherein you have to close the things, and closing means final line. Okay, so awaiting for your reply and like that. And here signature. Signature means yours loving, your brother. Okay, your dad, XYZ. That's it. That's what the signature is. So you have to write what you are going to expect to be written in this particular heading, salutation, and all other remaining points. Next, which is number 10. Write a letter to your mother or father describing the annual day function at your school. You have to write a letter to your mummy or daddy about the annual day in your school, and you have to share the details of the event and your thoughts and feelings about it. So you have to just mention how was the event and how you felt at the event. How was your overall experience about that event that you have to write. Number 11. Write a letter to your cousin describing a memorable event. Share the details of the event and what thoughts and feelings it brought out in you. Next one is also letter, a similar type of letter, in which what you have to do, you have to write a letter to your cousin describing about a memorable event. Something which you can't forget. The experience which was very good for you. So you have to just write about that thing. Last 12th. After whipping his little girl for tearing up his speech, the father in the story feels guilty. Imagine that you are the father write a letter to your friend describing the event and sharing your thoughts and feelings about it. So you have to just imagine like you are that father and you have to write a letter to your friend describing the event and sharing your thoughts and how you felt that time. Okay, so yeah, that you have to. So last thing which is very important, you have to complete homework, content book practice. We have already taken some of the practice and worksheet based on the same S2 and S3 you have to complete. In case of any doubt, difficulty, you can call me, you can WhatsApp me. Okay, thank you so much for listening and watching this video carefully. Thank you so much.